We are in which page number? Adjustment of capital we were doing in the last class, right? I think
Yes, ma'am. I think to start from page 32.
32 or 34, dear. 32 finished, I think. This 32, 33 finished. Yes, we have to start page number
Yes, ma'am.
34.
34.
34. Yeah, yeah.
34.
Comprehensive question of adjustment of capital. This one we have to start. Okay. So what are the things? Balance sheet of Achila and Bobby as on 31st March 2019. There are two partners, Achila, Bobby. Their balance sheet on 31st March 2019 is given. Profit and loss sharing ratio is also given 3:1. So old partner, old ratio we know. Now liability side, always whenever you do this admission, retirement and death, you have to see any distributable item is there in the liability side and any writing off item is there in the asset side. Always first thing you have to do in this big question. So creditors, nothing to do. General reserve, distributable item. Okay, general reserve is a distributable item that needs to be distributed among old partner, old ratio. 40,000. Workmen compensation reserve, you have, this is also distributable, but it depends on adjustment. When we will come to adjustment, we will see. Now if you come in the asset side, then capitals are given. Achla, Bobby, their capital, it will go in the capital account. Okay. Asset side, cash at bank, it is an asset. Debtors, stock, furniture. So no, nothing is there to write off. Like no existing goodwill, no debit balance of PL account, no deferred revenue expenditure, no advertisement suspense. These are the items which, if given in the asset side, you have to write off in old ratio, old partners account. But nothing is given in the asset side. Okay. Now, on 1st April 2019, they admitted Vihan as a new partner for 1/5 share in the profit of the firm on the following terms. So, Vihan is the new partner. His share is also given clearly 1/5, and he is coming and joining the firm. Now, what are the partnership deed? Vihan brought 1 lakh as his capital. So his capital is also given. His profit sharing ratio is also given. Okay. And capitals of Achla and Bobby were to be adjusted on the basis of Vihan's capital. So this is capital adjustment. Vihan is the new partner. On the basis of his capital means on the basis of new partner's capital. Old partner's capital should be what? Adjusted. So what I thought, there are mainly two cases. This is one of the case. So what you will do? You will assume total share to be 1. Let total share to be 1. Then remaining share 1 minus 1/5. Okay, 4/5. Now this 4/5, then you will prepare partners capital account. Okay, once you prepare the partners capital account. No, I am really sorry, this is the second case now. Sorry, we know the partner of the new we know the capital of the new partner, we know share of the new partner. So now total capital of the firm first you have to calculate, which is very easy. How? See, for 1/5 he is bringing 1 lakh. So total firm's capital, how you will calculate? 1 lakh multiplied by reciprocal of new partner's share. 1/5 reciprocal, 5/1. So 5 lakh will be total capital of the new firm, and that should be adjusted in what? New ratio. You have to see whether new ratio is given. If not given, then you have to calculate. How to calculate if new ratio is not given? The same, if new ratio is not given, same thing I said correctly only. If new ratio is not given, you have to assume total share 1, then new partner share 1/5 is given, so remaining partners share 1 minus 1/5, 4/5. In this 4/5 you have to what? in 4/5 how A's new share will be 4. In 4/5 his old share how much? Old share is given 3:1. So 3/4 in 4/5 A's new share. B's new share 4/5 multiplied by 1/4. In this way new share of A and B, old partner, you can calculate. C is always, he is the new partner, his new share is given. Then you can calculate new ratio and adjust the capital. So question is clear to you, Pavitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now what is the second adjustment? Goodwill of the firm was valued at 4 lakh. Okay. Goodwill of the firm. Many students get confused. They think this is the goodwill of the new partner. No. When they are saying goodwill of the firm means new firm goodwill 4 lakh, in which new partners goodwill is also included. You have to calculate new partners goodwill separately. 4 lakh multiplied by 1/5. Then you will get new partner's share of goodwill. Vihan brought the necessary amount in cash for his share of goodwill premium. Clearly question is telling Vihan is the new partner. He is bringing his share of goodwill. Okay. Half of which was withdrawn by old partner. Half of the goodwill of the old partner brought by the new partner is withdrawn by the old partner. So we know the journal entries, everything. Now liability on account of workmen compensation amounted to 80,000. Okay, so workmen compensation claim is 80,000. Workers are claiming that they should be paid 80,000 from the firm. Now how much it is created? Workmen compensation reserve, if you see in the liabilities, at 50,000. So excess 30,000 is a loss. It will go in the debit side of revaluation account and the old partner will get nothing because only workmen reserve is 50, claim is 80. So 30,000 is itself a loss that you have to write in the debit side of revaluation account. So nothing is left to be shared or distributed among old partners. Now next, Achla took over stock at 35,000. Who is Achla? Achla is the old partner. So she is taking the stock, okay, at 35,000. Now you have to see how much stock is there. In the asset side, if you see balance sheet, 45,000 value of the stock. Achla, she is taking. Whenever any partner takes the asset of any business, the journal entry, kindly write it down, the journal entry, if any partner takes the asset of the firm during this revaluation and all, then what will happen? See, what will be the journal entry? If any partner is taking means the partner's capital account you have to debit, because partner needs to make the payment of that asset to the firm, and we know if any partner makes any payment to the firm, their capital account should be debited as per the concept. So Achla's capital account will be debited by 35,000 and asset is decreasing, it is going outside the firm. So to what you will write? To stock, which asset is decreasing? 45,000. And is there any loss? Yes, stock is 45,000. Achla is taking for 35,000. Definitely there is a loss in the value of the asset. Asset is decreasing. There is a loss in the value. 10,000. That will go in the revaluation account. So if you see the journal entry, kindly write it down. It will be Achla's capital account debit 35,000. Then revaluation account 10,000. Then to stock account how much? In stock account it will be 45,000. And one more important concept, if there is any increase or decrease in the value of asset or liability, then only that will go in the revaluation account. For example, here stock is 45,000. Suppose Achla is taking stock for the book value 45,000, nothing will go in the revaluation account. Then what will be the journal entry? Achla's capital account debit to stock. That's all. In new balance sheet, you will not show stock because Achla has taken. When you prepare partner's capital account, Achla needs to make payment to the firm. So you have to debit in the Achla's capital account. So you should understand the concept. What are the things that will go in the revaluation account? Only if there is any reduction in the value of asset or any increase in the value of asset, in the same way for liability increases or decreases, there should be some change from balance sheet amount in the value of assets, liabilities. That amount we write in the revaluation account. If there is no change in any particular thing, we are not going to write anything in the revaluation account. Very important concept. Understood, Pavitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now, okay, land and building was to be appreciated by 20%. So land and building, see the value what is given, it's 5 lakh. Appreciated means there is increase in the value of land and building 20%. You have to calculate by how much it has increased, 20% of 5 lakh. So that is income for the firm. If any value of asset is increasing, it is income. So what you will do, that income will go in the credit side of revaluation account. By land and building 1 lakh, there is increase in by how much, 1 lakh. That 1 lakh is income, that you can show in the credit side of revaluation account. Now what is the question asking you? Prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. If the question is not asking you for journal entry, no need, because question is asking you to prepare revaluation account, partners capital and balance sheet. So do that much only what the question is asking. Okay, now we are going, question is clear to you? You have any doubt, Pavitra?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, fine. Now revaluation account we are going to prepare. Put the format nicely, debit, credit, particular rupees, particular rupees. Now if you see, we read the question. So there is increase in the value of land and building, 20% increase, that is income. So buy land, don't use this short form, kindly write the full form. Buy land and building, you can write 1 lakh rupees. If you come in the debit side of revaluation account, we also came to know that the reserve created by the firm for workmen compensation reserve was 50,000, but the claim worker is asking to pay 80. So again there is a loss of 30,000. So you can write in the debit side to claim for work, you write full form workmen compensation. To claim for workmen compensation, 30,000 you have to write. Then we also came to know that one partner Achla is taking the stock. Again there is a loss. Stock value 45,000. Achla is taking for 35. There is a loss in the value of asset, 10,000. Again you will write on the debit side to stock 10,000. After doing, you have to make sum total of debit and credit. When you do, you will find that credit side is more than debit. Whenever credit side is more than debit, it is income for the business. So credit side is 1 lakh. Both the side write 1 lakh, 1 lakh. By putting double underline, you have to close the account. Then how much profit? 1 lakh minus 30 plus 10, 40,000 is the loss. So 60,000 is the profit. This profit who is going to get? Achla Bobby. Kindly write the full form. Don't write A, B and all. I have written, but you have to write the full form. So to profit, you can write to profit transfer to partner's capital account. Write it properly. Then write Achla's capital account, Bobby's capital account. Inner column 45,015. In which ratio? Old ratio. 3:1 you are distributing the 60,000. Any doubt in revaluation account, Pavitra?
No, ma'am.
You are done with this?
Sorry, ma'am?
You have done revaluation account. You did in your notebook?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we are moving to partners capital account. Now be ready with the format. Partners capital account, debit, credit, particulars amount. This amount column you have to divide into 3 equal parts, because there are 3 partners, 2 old and 1 new. Achla, Bobby, Vihan, write rupees. For each and everything carries marks here. So prepare very nicely. Each and every step has marks. It's like maths only. So in the credit side, debit side, both the side, you have to divide the amount column into 3 equal parts. Achla, Bobby and 1 more Vihan. Write the name and the lines and all. You use the scale. I didn't use. Always have a scale. presentation matters a lot in accounts. Okay, fine. Now always whenever you are going to prepare this partners capital account, first see the balance sheet. In the credit side, what is the balance given? Achla Bobby, old partner, balances are given. So you have to write by balance BD in the credit side of partners capital account. Achla is having 4 lakh, Bobby is having 2 lakh. Write it down. Then the any distributable item, yes, general reserve, old partner will get in old ratio by general reserve, 30,000, 10,000. 3:1 is the old ratio. So 40,000 is distributed in 3:1. New partner has nothing to do with this distributable item. Now, new partner is bringing his share of goodwill and capital. So, what will be the journal entry? Bank account debit to Vihan's capital account to premium for goodwill. Now, Vihan is bringing his share of capital. How much he is bringing? 1 lakh. So, you can write by bank, and in the credit side of capital account, Vihan's capital account 1 lakh. It is his capital. So, you can write. Now, this premium for goodwill, as you know, will be distributed among old partner in sacrificing ratio. Now, what I said, if there is no new ratio given in the question, and one more condition, if the question does not tell you how much the old partners are sacrificing their share, then always what you have to assume, old ratio equals to sacrificing ratio. If you see this question, both the conditions are satisfied. First condition, new ratio is not given in our question. Second condition, the question doesn't tell how much the old partner are giving from their share. So, you can assume old share equals to sacrificing share or sacrificing ratio. I mean to say old ratio equals to sacrificing ratio. Now, old ratio 3:1, sacrificing will also be 3:1. All these journal entry I have given for your understanding. You can write it down now so that for practice. But in exam, always focus on the question. If the question asks you journal entry, pass the journal entry. But if the question asks you to prepare accounts, no need. But now you have to write so that it gives you practice and you understand. That's the reason. But in exam, no need to write if the question is not asking to pass journal entry. It is clear, Pavitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, dear. So now what you are going to do? Premium for goodwill, how much? Total goodwill of the firm is given in your question. How much it is? 4 lakh. Multiply by Vihan's share 1 by 5. So Vihan needs to bring 80,000. So what will be the journal entry? Bank account debit to premium for goodwill 80. Then this premium should be distributed among old partner in sacrificing ratio. Premium for goodwill account debit 80,000 to A's capital account, to B's. Don't write AB, to Achla's capital account, to Bobby's capital account. Now what is the sacrificing ratio? 3:1. Old ratio is only sacrificing. 80,000 multiplied by 3 by 4. 80,000 multiplied by 1 by 4. So 60/20. Again the question, what the question tells you, the old partner, now they are withdrawing this goodwill, half of the goodwill. So whenever old partner withdraws goodwill, you know the journal entry, kindly write it down. Don't write A and B, write A's capital account debit, B's, Achla's capital account debit, Bobby's capital account debit to bank account. Half means how you will calculate half of Achla's means goodwill 60,000.
Incoming voice call from Diksha 5C.
Just a moment. So now Achla's how much Achla got goodwill from Vihan? 60. Half of goodwill 30,000 Achla will be taking home. So Achla's capital account debit 30,000. Bobby, he received from Vihan 20,000. Half of 20,000, 10,000. So Achla's capital account debit 30,000. Bobby's capital account debit 10,000 to bank account. Write down the journal entry. To bank account 40,000 and write it down, being half of the goodwill withdrawn by the partners. Write the narration also. So now by seeing the journal entry, what you understand, you have to come in the debit side of partner's capital account. There what you will do, you have to write to bank account and you have to debit Achala's and Bobby's capital account. Achala's capital account 30,000 you will debit, Bobby's capital account 10,000 you will debit. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now after that what you are going to do, that stock is taken by Achala, then again for 35,000. So you have to debit Achala's capital account, come in the debit side, write it down to stock. Achala's capital account you have to debit by 35,000. After that, this premium for goodwill, first Achala Bobby you have to show 60,000, 20,000 you have to credit because they are getting, and if you see the journal entry, Achala's Bobby's capital account will be credited by 60 and 20. Then it will be debited by 30 and 10 to bank. They are withdrawing. In this way, first you have to do everything. After that, what you will do? You have to see whether revaluation profit or loss. It is profit. Again, that will be given by the firm to their old partners. So, by revaluation account, Achala will get 45,000, Bobby will get 15,000 from firm. All these things you have to first write it down. After that, what you will do? As usual, you have to make the sum total. So sum total you have to do, just write it down. If you see the credit side of Vihan is the new partner, it's 1 lakh. You can write in the debit side to balance carry down, Vihan's capital account 1 lakh. Nothing to be debited in Vihan's capital account. Now come back to your credit side of Bobby. If you make sum total, credit side of Bobby's capital account, you will get 2,45,000. Write it down in the debit side also, 2,45,000, put double underline. Now is there anything to be debited? Yes. 10,000 that is withdrawn by the Bobby. So you have to subtract 10,000 from 2,45,000. Then you will get 2,35,000 balance of Bobby. What about Achala? Same. Add all the credit balance of Achala. 4 lakh, 30,000, 60,000, 45,000. You will get 5 lakh 35,000. Both the side write it down. Then if you see the debit balance of Achala, capital balance, it's 30 plus 35, 65,000. Achala needs to pay to the firm. So subtract from 5 lakh 35,000 of Achala's account. Remaining balance will be, for Achala's capital account, remaining balance 4 lakh 70,000. Till here, any doubt dear? Yes?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now comes the capital adjustment. What you will do, simply write by balance BD. This balance CD, 4 lakh 70, 2 lakh 35,000, 1 lakh. This will become balance BD. So you write by balance BD, 4 lakh 70, 2 lakh 35, 1 lakh. Write it down. These are the brought down balances. What is the meaning of this? Now the present balance, existing capital balance of Achala Bobby are 4 lakh 70, 2 lakh 35. This is capital adjustment. That is why you are doing in this way. Otherwise the question is over. Since they are asking you to adjust the capital on the basis of new partner's capital, that's the reason. If you do in this way, question becomes easy. Whenever there is capital adjustment, then only you have to do this step. Otherwise, you can leave it. Now, by balance BD, these are the existing balance 470 and 235. Now, they are asking you, so now we have to distribute. First, you have to calculate total firm's capital. Working notes. Come to working notes. Now, how to calculate total firm's capital? You know new partner's share, you know new partner's capital. On the basis of that, so on the basis of that you will calculate total capital equal to 1 lakh multiplied by reciprocal of Vihan's share. So 5 by 1 1 by 5 is the Vihan's share in profit. Now you have to do the reciprocal. So 1 by 5 reciprocal is 5 by 1. So total capital of the new firm is 5 lakh. Old ratio 3:1 given, V's share 1/5 given in our question. Now in order to calculate new share, because in question new profit sharing ratio is not at all given. So now you have to calculate how. Let total share 1. Don't write V's share, kindly write it down. Vihan's share, write the full form, equals to 1/5. So remaining partner's share 1 minus 1/5. Remaining partner means old partner, 4/5. Now 4/5 is the remaining share left in profit, which should be shared among old partner in old ratio. So A's new share, it's not A, kindly write it down. Achala's new share. You have to write in this way. Achala's new share equals to remaining share 4/5 multiplied by old share of Achala 3/4. 3/5 is the Achala's new share. Everything write it down. Now Bobby's new share equals to remaining share 4/5 multiplied by old share of Bobby 1/4, 1/5. C, that not C, it is Vihan. Don't write C. You have to write Vihan's share, 1/5 already given in our question. Now if you see, the denominators are same, so now you can calculate the new ratio, 3:1:1. Now again write it down. Achala's capital, Bobby's capital, Vihan's capital. Don't write ABC. Achala's capital, Bobby's capital and Vihan's capital. All these are new capital, so you can write in this way. New capital balances of Achala, Bobby and Vihan. In this way you can write. So Achala's capital will be total firm's capital 5 lakh. In new ratio you have to distribute. So 3/5. Bobby's new capital 5 lakh multiplied by 1/5. Vihan's capital, don't write this C, write Vihan's capital 1 lakh already given. In this way if you add the capital 3 plus 1 plus 1, 5 lakh it will come. It should be distributed in new ratio. Till here any doubt dear Pavitra?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now what you have to do, come back to our partner's capital account. Try to understand actually the existing balances of Achala and Bobby. Achala 4,70,000, the existing capital balance Achala is having in firm. But as per the new capital, Achala should have how much? 3 lakh only. Now Achala should have only 3 lakh, but already she is having 4,70,000. So what Achala will do? Achala will withdraw the excess capital. How much excess capital? 5 lakh minus 5 lakh minus 3 lakh. She should have. She is having 4,70,000 na. So 4,70,000 minus 3 lakh, that is 1,70,000 excess capital Achala is having in business. Now she will withdraw. So in the debit side, whenever partner is withdrawing or taking anything from firm, what I am telling today, oh sorry dear, what I am saying, just a moment. Achala's new capital 3 lakh. Achala should have 3 lakh, but she is having how much? 4,70,000. So yes, now she will withdraw the capital. Okay, that excess capital she needs to withdraw from the firm. She will take that excess capital from firm. So in the debit side, you have to write 2 current account. Now why you are writing 2 current account? Because in your question, if you see A, the adjustment A, that is capital adjustment in your question. The question says Vihan brought 1 lakh as his capital and capital of Achala and Bobby were to be adjusted on the basis of Vihan's capital. Any surplus or deficiency means any excess capital or any deficiency in capital was to be adjusted by opening current account. The question is saying if any surplus or deficiency, you have to adjust through current account. If the question is silent, question does not tell you to open current account, then in place of current account you would have written to bank account. But since the question is telling you to open current account, that's the reason we are writing in the debit side to current account 1,70,000. So when the 1,70,000, when the partner withdraws, now the capital of Achla will be 3 lakh in the business. Understood, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
In the same way, come to Bobby. Now Bobby, how much actually he is having? He is having 2,35,000 in business. Whatever you are seeing in the credit side by balance BD, that is the existing capital. Now in business, Bobby is having 2,35,000. But you have to see the new capital which Bobby should have. Bobby should have 1 lakh, but he is having in existing capital is 2,35,000. Again, Bobby is having excess capital in business. He will also withdraw the surplus or excess capital. So 1 lakh you have to subtract from 2,35,000. 1,35,000 will be withdrawn by Bobby, and adjustment should be done through current account. So in the debit side, you have to write to current account. Then in Bobby's capital account, you have to debit 1,35,000. Now the capital adjustment is done. Vihan has brought 1 lakh now only, and 1 lakh should be his new capital, nothing to do with new partner's capital. Now what you will do? Now you will write to balance carried down. Now if you see the debit and credit side, after doing in this way, you will find the new capital will come in this way only. To balance carried down means the new capital to be shown in the new balance sheet. It is 3 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Understood, Pavitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now the balance sheet question is asking you to prepare balance sheet. So format of balance sheet. Whenever you are writing balance sheet, write the full form. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. Everything you have to write the proper format. Then liabilities amount, assets amount. Now if you see in the liability side, claim for workmen compensation. How much claim? Claim is always a liability. Claim means business needs to pay to the workers. How much in the adjustment it is given? 80,000. So you have to write 80,000. The total amount of claim made by the workers is a liability. Now you can write. Now what you will write? Then you have to write capital accounts of Achla, Bobby, Vihan. Don't write ABC. First write the capital accounts. Then you can write Achla's, Bobby's, Vihan's. 3 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Then see whatever is coming in the debit side. Always remember whatever you can write it down as important note. Whatever like current account, if it comes in the debit side of partner's capital account, you should always show it in the liability side of the balance sheet. Why you are showing this current account in the liability side of the balance sheet? Because firm needs to pay to the partners 1,70,000, 1,35,000. It's a liability. Why? Because now the partners should have less amount, but they are already having excess amount in business. Business will pay to the partners and it's a liability. That's the reason whenever current account comes in the debit side of partner's capital account, always you have to show it in the liability side of the balance sheet. Kindly write it down as important note. Because if the question asks you to prepare balance sheet and if current account is coming, you will get confused whether to write. And with logic I am telling why you are writing the liability side. These 170 and 135 will be paid by the business to the partners because these are the excess capital which now no need. Only that much amount is needed which the firm has decided on the basis of new partners capital. Understood, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Sometime you will find when you will start doing the questions from your book, sometimes this current account may appear in the credit side of partner's capital account. Now when credit side it is coming means Now the partners needs to pay. They are having less capital in the business and the partner needs to bring from home and make payment to the business. That is the meaning of credit. If the current account comes on the credit side of capital account, then what you will show, where you will show on the balance sheet? Asset side. Asset side, why you are showing current account if comes on the credit side of partners capital account? Now firm needs to get that much amount from partners in future. So it's benefit for the business. That is the reason you have to show in the asset side. So kindly write it down very clearly so that you don't face any problem when you solve the questions. So if current account comes in the debit side of partners capital account, show it in the liability side of the balance sheet. Suppose current account appears in the credit side of partners capital account, show it in the asset side of the balance sheet. Write it down in this way. Yes, written here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so both these Achala's and Bobby's current account will come in the liability side because it has come in the debit side of partners capital account. And the new partners capital account also like new capital balances you have to show 311 in the credit side of liabilities. Okay, after that you have to check the old balance sheet given in your question whether you wrote everything or not. You have to check the adjustment also. Anything not written or like that you have to check. So creditors we didn't write and there is no change in creditors. How you will find? Because if there is any change it will be given in adjustment. Nothing is given in adjustment related to creditors. So creditors are as it is 1,10,000. Write it down in the liability side of balance sheet. Creditors 1,10,000 and general reserve already we distributed. Workmen compensation we wrote 80. The new capital balances we wrote. So and no more any adjustment left. So liability side of balance sheet finished. It comes 9,95,000 if you do the total. Now the same amount should come in the asset side also. So if you see, don't write L/B, kindly write it down land and building. Never use any short forms or shortcut in accounts. So now if you see the asset side of the balance sheet, land and building we have read in our adjustment. There is appreciation by 20%. So by 1 lakh land and building has increased. So now the value of land and building is 6 lakh rupees, not 5 lakh. So you have to write land and building 6 lakh in the new balance sheet asset side. What about debtors? There is no adjustment related to debtors. So you can write as it is. Just see the old balance sheet 40,000, write as it is. Furniture also in adjustment nothing is given. So write as it is 1,55,000. Now bank there will be always change in bank. So never write as it is. Now what will be the change? The old balance shown in old balance sheet in bank is 60,000. Now the new partner has brought capital. So what will be the journal entry? Bank account debit to Vihan's capital. So now the bank has increased by 1 lakh and what happened? Then if you see the premium for goodwill, that is also brought by the new partner. So what is the journal entry for that? Bank account debit to premium for goodwill, again 80,000. You have to add. So 60,000 plus 1 lakh plus 80. But again if you focus on journal entry, the old partners withdraw half of the amount of goodwill. So out of this 80, 40,000 has been withdrawn. So you have to subtract that. Because what will be the journal entry? Achala's capital account debit, Bobby's capital account debit to bank for withdrawing half of the goodwill. So you have to subtract this 40. If you do this, if you add 60 plus 1 lakh plus 80 and if you subtract 40, the bank balance you will get 2 lakh. Now there is nothing left. We wrote everything. No adjustment, nothing. We did everything. Then if you make sum total, that is how much? Land and building 6 lakh. then debtors 40,000, furniture 1,55,000, bank 2 lakh, you will get same 9,95,000. So your balance sheet tallies. Both the sides you are going to get 9,95,000. You can just put a double underline both the sides. Have you done, dear? All the working notes, all the accounts, balance sheet, everything you prepared perfectly?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now we are in page number 39. All these are important questions. So come back to page number 39. Madhuri and Arsh were partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:1.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, dear.
Ma'am, the 39th page is not seen in this PDF.
Oh, means till 38 only you are having?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Important questions I have not given, I think. Okay. Only one question is important. I have not given. Okay, no issues, dear. In the next class, can we do? Because in the next class, once we finish this, actually the chapter is completed. Admission I have finished. Only one important question which I have not given in PDF. I will give you in the next Wednesday. We will do and we will start our next chapter. Oh, next Wednesday you will be coming. Now this week you will come, right?
Yes, ma'am. This week I'll be there.
Next week only, na? So retirement we can start our next chapter this week only, Wednesday. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, dear. So tell your actually chapter is finished. So you kindly start. Have you started practicing, Pavitra? Are you practicing at home? Tell me, if, like your book questions, which chapter you have finished the entire book questions. T.S. Girwal you are having, right?
No, ma'am. I'm having DK Goel.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. DK Goel, tell me which chapter, entire book back questions you have finished. Whatever I have taught, not about your school. Like fundamentals, I taught you in partnership. Goodwill, I taught you. Then admission also I have finished. So can you tell me which chapter you have done each and every question thoroughly from your DK Goel book back?
Fundamentals I've done all the questions.
All the questions. Okay, you are able to solve each and every question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Then what about the goodwill?
Ma'am, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, you are doing. And admission?
I'll start after the second chapter, but I'm doing it simultaneously.
Yes, dear. That's the reason I have asked. Simultaneously, you have to manage all the chapters. Okay, don't wait for the one to end and all. Simultaneously, like every day, from that chapter, if you are practicing 3 sums from this to, actually you should have a proper planning, like 5 to 10 sums. How much it's possible for you? So combination of both the chapters take and start doing. In your exam, how many chapters are coming, dear, for this exam?
4 chapters from part A, that is fundamentals, goodwill, admission, and retirement.
Okay.
And from part B, we are having the first chapter.
Part B, which chapter your school is doing? Name of that chapter, tell me. Yes, Pavitra, what is the name of that chapter, dear? Part B?
Hello, ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Now can you hear me? Yes, Pavitra? Okay. Pavitra, can you hear me now? Hello, Pavitra, can you hear me? Now am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now tell me, dear, like part B, which chapter is coming for your exam?
That financial statements of a company.
Okay, fine. So you have done with that chapters. You are okay with all those chapters?
Yes, ma'am.
For how much marks it's coming? 80?
50 marks. 50 marks.
50 marks. Okay, fine. Okay, dear. All the best. Okay. Once you write your accounts paper, just WhatsApp me how was your paper, and once you get your marks, you can let me know through WhatsApp. Okay. Whatever marks you got, no issues. Even if
Sure,
it's
ma'am.
less, no issue. Okay. Just I want to know. That's it. Okay, dear,
Sure.
thanks. Okay, admission anyways I have finished. One question left, that is important. In the next class we will do, and we will start our retirement simultaneously. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, dear. Bye. Bye.